Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Imou LOOC wireless security camera with built-in PIR. Keep watching to find out more. Okay, so today we're going to be taking a look at this. This is the Imou LOOC. This is an outdoor security camera with a few nice features, which for me actually makes it an absolute no-brainer. It helps me out immensely. Long story short, my outside PIR lamp isn't the greatest, and in the back garden, for those of you that have seen videos previously, you'll know that there's a parasol with a table, that kind of stuff, and the fabric flaps around. Now every time that moves, unfortunately my old-fashioned PIR lamp just comes on all the time, so the light's flicking on and off all night long, especially in the UK because our weather is a little bit unpredictable, so it can be windy, all sorts of stuff. So it's not the kind of nice calm weather that some of you may be used to. So for me, the PIR lamp had to be turned off. So this was a fantastic option. So this covers most bases for me. So it's an outside security camera, it's also a visible deterrent, it's an audible deterrent, and it's a PIR lamp. So that's a lot of things tied up in one little package. Now at the moment this retails in the UK for around about £60. There have been some fantastic offers on Vpon where this has been known to be almost half price, which is amazing value for money. At £30, an absolute steal. Even at £60 it's a very, very good option, and certainly considerably cheaper than any of the options from either Nest or Hive or any of those kinds of cameras. So you've got virtually the same kind of flexibility and also features, but for half the money or less. So let's take a quick look around the box and see what it's saying. So peace of mind even when you're not home. So you've got remote viewing, so you can use an app on your phone, so that's iOS or Android, and you can go onto the Imou app and you can check out the status of your cameras. Now for me personally, I've also got the Q2 and the Ranger 2, which are internal cameras. So from the app I can see inside and outside the house and see exactly what's going on all within one nice app, which for me is fantastic. And also for those that are less kind of technologically advanced, having one app where everything is in there rather than having to remember, oh, that camera's in that app and that camera's in that app, and it just gets really frustrating. So to have everything all tied into one nice ecosystem is fantastic. So you've also got push notifications, so if the camera is triggered and you're not about and you're out on your mobile phone and you've got your 4G or 3G or 5G or whatever connected, or you've got Wi-Fi access, you'll get a push notification go to your phone. Then you can click on the app, go into the app and see what has triggered the camera. For me personally, that's great. If for any reason I'm outside or doing something and the Amazon man's come with a delivery, I can see where he is and all that kind of stuff. It's really good. Also got video playback. Obviously with the triggered events, you can go into the unit, see what's happened, check out the status, all that kind of stuff. Spec wise, so it's 1080p full HD video and the video quality is fantastic. I'll be showing some examples of that a little bit later. You've got a two-way talk option, which is pretty much standard on these cameras these days. So if someone is, say for instance you've got this set up and it's at the porch of your house and someone's come to the door, you can have a two-way conversation with them. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you're in the toilet or something, or you can't get away from your desk. You can go into the app and have a two-way conversation and say, sorry, I'll be with you in a minute, or whatever it may be, or please leave the parcel to the side. Fantastic for that kind of thing. Or alternatively, if it's a trespasser, you can give them an audible warning, say, look, this property is under surveillance, you're being recorded, please leave immediately, which again is brilliant. There is actually a feature in this as well, so you can actually record your own active deterrent message. So there is a built-in siren, so if something goes through and it gets triggered, there is a siren built in, but you can also change that as well. So you can have your own custom message that will be broadcast on the speaker in the unit should someone trigger the certain areas you've got designated, which again is brilliant. IP65 rating, so you've got weatherproof rating for outdoor conditions. IP65 is pretty good. You've got micro SD card slot, which is in the top, which is very well sealed, weather sealed, so it's not going to get damaged or anything. You've got, like I said, active deterrence, so you can scare away unwelcome visitors with the built-in spotlight and the 110 decibel siren. Again, you can change the siren, so rather than being a siren, you can have a custom message saying, please remove yourself from the property, you're being recorded, all that kind of stuff. Video-wise, it uses the H.265 codec, so you've got higher compression, so effectively you can get probably 6 days worth of recording into the space of what you traditionally get on 3 days recording using H.264. You've got the PIR detector, as I said before, so you've got high quality passive IR detector. and that reduces false alarms. And I've actually found that to be absolutely true. In the particular instance where it is, with the fabric which is moving around, it doesn't seem to trigger the camera very often, and it certainly doesn't trigger the PIR light as well. But then if the cats come in, or someone was in the garden, we had some foxes in the garden the other night, and the light come on and disturbed them. So that was fantastic. Storage wise, I've got the option for a cloud service. So there is an available subscription you can go to, and you can subscribe to the Amazon cloud service. So you've got your backup images and videos and all that kind of stuff in the cloud, not only on the camera itself or on your phone itself. You can have that as a separate third option. So maybe worth looking into. And also it's a Wi-Fi connection, as you've probably already worked out, and that works on the 11B, 11G and 11N, all on the 2.4 gigahertz spectrum. So that is pretty much everything from the box. So let's go outside and take a look at the camera. Okay, so this is the Imou LOOC camera. Hopefully the audio is coming through nice and clearly and the image looks pretty good, apart from obviously all this. But yeah, you get a good idea of the quality of the recording, and you can see the garden really easily. It's got a really nice wide field of view and looks really good. And hopefully the image quality is good too. Right, I'm going back in. Okay, so there you go. That has been the Imou LOOC Wi-Fi camera, security camera and PIR. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments section below. I haven't gone through the complete setup routine, which I may do in a separate video if those of you are interested and want to see it, but to be honest with you, Imou do a much better job of showing you how to set it up than I do, and I'll link their video in the description below so you can check it out yourselves. And obviously do go ahead and check out Imou as well on their Facebook pages, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. Again, I'll leave links for them down there so you can check out yourself. But their installation video is super simple. Essentially all you do is turn the device on, power it up, wait for the flashing green light, so say that it's ready to be set up, go into the Imou app, which hopefully you've already got already, but create a username, password, all that kind of stuff, and connect to it. It uses the sonic wave setup, so when you're connecting, you just hold the phone near the device and it sends a sonic wave to it, and it transfers all your Wi-Fi and security details that way. Really, really simple, couldn't be easier. It does make like a chirping noise to say when it's done, or a buzzing noise when it's done. It's, again, very simple to do. My only concern with it is two things really, one of which is the camera has a captive cable coming out the back of it, which goes to a USB plug. The cable itself isn't overly long, looking like 2.5 meters, which isn't very long, especially if you're mounting this device somewhere outside. It could do with either being longer or an additional cable supplied, an extension, that kind of thing. Also, again, if you're installing this outside, because it is a captive cable and it is USB type A for power, then you are going to need some way of powering it and also getting it through the wall. Now for me in the UK, we've got solid brickwork, so I've had to literally cut the cable in half and then reconnect the cable to get the USB port through the wall, because basically there isn't a drill bit which is big enough to get a USB size cable through without making a right mess of the wall. And I wasn't prepared to do that, so I literally cut the cable in half, then reconnected it on the inside of the house and plugged it into the nearest USB socket, which is actually on the wall right next to the camera pretty much, but just on the other side of the wall. So that worked out really well. But for those of you who are going to be installing this possibly in like a roof space area, or like the front of a house or porch or something, just be wary that you will need a USB extension or some means of getting USB power to the device. So do bear that in mind. But other than that, this device is pretty much 95% perfect. If it wasn't for that captive cable and it being a USB type cable, then I would have no hesitation in giving this a complete 100% recommendation, because it really, really is a fantastic piece of work. But that cable really is a pain. Even if it was just a smaller barrel connector, or there was some way halfway down the cable where you could disconnect the cable and reconnect it, that would make life a lot simpler for installation purposes. But again, it's one of those things. It is a fantastic price. It's a lot cheaper than the other alternatives. Having a USB cable to deal with is at the end of the world. Again, let me know in the comment section what you think. So this has been the Imou LOOC camera. I've been Mike. This is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next video and not on here. Thanks for watching.